This is Heart to Heart podcast hosted by Lina Kevlani, Artezaar.com, online art gallery.
Hey everyone, welcome to another special episode of the Heart to Heart podcast. I am Lina Kevlani from Artezaar.com. These special episodes are to promote the artists that are going to be displaying with us at World Art Dubai. We at Artezaar are very proud and very grateful to be their feature partner again this year. And today I would like to introduce to you two very fabulous but very different artists. And you're going to have fun today with us. Please welcome first Tatiana Vidineva.
Hello.
I hope I said
Hi.
it correct.
Yeah, that's
yes,
right.
Tatiana Vidineva from Russia.
Yes.
And Yunus Siraj Munir from Morocco. And there goes the smile. And both of them have artistic names, very beautiful artistic names. Tatiana is actually known as Kirin Arts.
Right.
And Yunus is famously known as Kusanagi.
Yes.
Hi guys, welcome
Hello.
on board.
Thanks for having
It's
us.
so good to have you. So we're
Pleasure.
going to start with you, Kirin. Please tell us a bit about yourself. Tell us about your background. And actually, how did you get the name Kirin?
Oh. So many questions in such a short time. I came to Earth through the spaceport of the Baikonur, and here where my journey began.
Oh, nice.
Then I was raised in Russia, and I'm drawing from my 5. I was going to the art school even before they took me to the first grade because they had taken it at 11. But I was that child who is always rounding there. But my real story of that began like 5 or 6 years ago when I finished with my architectural period. I was running the architectural company for the 15 years. We was building luxury houses, villas, and so like. But then the art called me fully, and everything.
Changed.
All of my time now I'm spending with arts. But it's a big range of the medias. I'm doing it's drawings, ink on paper, it's oil, ceramics, animation, movies, books, maybe something else. I don't remember now. I mean, it's a big range of the media because it depends on what you want to say in each work. And for me, the media, it's like a language, so I choose the different language accordingly to what I'm going to say, what will be the story of that. So my art, it exists in the forms of very small objects, and it's growing to the sculptural art buildings. So
Very nice.
everywhere there, I have something that I'm doing.
Oh, very lovely.
Mm.
And how did you get the name Kirin?
Kirin, it's the Japanese mix of the unicorn and the dragon.
Oh, see,
And I
again,
was-
I paired people up without realizing. I love this.
I was thinking if I want to be me in the art scene, or I want to more speak about the ideas, and I decided that speaking about the ideas, it's more that what I like to. I'm not much public person, and I was choosing for the mascot. We have the logo, we have the mascot in the company that I'm running, which is Kirin Arts, this community where I am the constant, and all another artists they are collaborating, coming and going, but it's a
Lovely.
big group of the people, and it's not only artists, it's also psychologists, scientists, because through my art I'm studying consciousness. I'm not drawing physical objects, I am drawing the theater of invisible. It can be subconscious, unconscious, it can be social patterns, it can be spiritual realities, it can be whatever, but the physical objects. So to study this, I invite a lot of different people. We have one collaboration now with a space agency where they are studying consciousness through their physical medicine
True.
approach. And I'm adding my spiritual, philosophical one. It's very interesting because in the time when we are expanding in the space, it's not the issue that we cannot reach it physically because our machines, they can. The issue is our consciousness is not stable enough to spend in isolation like they have now the serious project where they make the isolation for the people. They're studying it with the psychologists, they're studying it with the physics, and they're figuring out how to reach the state of mind when we will be able to face all that new.
All the new realms.
Oh, the new realm, yes. And it's not only where we are traveling into the third dimension. When we are reaching the cosmos, we are speaking about the dimensions also.
True.
So, here they collaborate with monks and with artists because we're the one who are
lovely.
exploring those realms
Oh,
all the time.
lovely.
So that's what
It's
is my art
interesting.
about.
Oh, wow. Very interesting. And Yun,
Hey.
hey, tell us a bit about yourself, your background, and how did you choose your name?
So my name is Yunus, as you've nicely pronounced it. I'm originally from Casablanca, and I go by the name of Yun. That's how I'm known here in the art scene in Dubai. I've moved to Dubai back in 2023 from the UK, and art has been part of my life for a long, long time. However, I've took it more seriously the last couple of years. My art lives within the realm of abstract expressionism. I paint because I love it, and I also enjoy the process of listening to one's thoughts, acknowledging one's emotions and feelings, and then projecting them on and mapping them on canvas. I mostly work with acrylic on canvas, but lately I've been working with acrylic papers instead of canvas. The name Yun is what my close people and family used to call me growing up, so I've rolled with it. And Kusanagi is an homage to my favorite character, sci-fi character. It's a show that I grew up with. It's like a cyberpunk universe and all. So it was an homage, and I was like, okay, I'll use it because I'm still in love with that show, and I watch it continuously, and it impacts my art as well in different ways. But yeah.
Oh, that's fabulous, guys. And you know what I love is the reason I wanted the two of you together, other than your Japanese connection of names, is which I didn't know from your end. I knew his story, but your art, both of your arts are very different. But somehow, when I was trying to pair people up for the podcast, somehow I ended up putting the two of you together, and because your art is so different from each other, you know,
In the form.
in the form, in the way you're bringing it out, and I thought it would be really cool to speak about that between the two of between the three of us, and and let people know a lot more about the pieces that you're displaying and the pieces that you're displaying, so that we can tell them a little bit about the techniques, because both your techniques are very different as well. So let's start with you, Kirin.
I'm displaying on the world at my graphic artworks. There are 3 of them, which are landscapes, but those are different landscapes.
Exactly.
First landscape is a physical landscape, more or less physical. It's the Amani landscape, reflecting the rhythms and vibrations of the air, light, and space there. Second landscape, it's the landscape of the memory. It calls memoryscape. Some years back, I was sitting missing rains too much because we don't have them much in Dubai. And I decided that you can go not only through the space, you can go through your memory to reach somewhere. And
Right.
I was trying to reflect it on the paper, how this journey looks. And the third landscape is the landscape of the inner space. It calls the sacred temple,
Right.
where we draw our subconscious and how it's going on inside. It's a temple in the form of a flower growing, shining, and doing
yes.
whatever temples do in the world. They look like pages of the book because I decorated them with a big border where the picture itself and lines expanding on it, and I add a small hokku to each of them with a highlighted meaning and highlighted vibe of each one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
isn't
Very
it?
beautiful. And very different from what you're doing, because yours are also etched from memories.
Yeah, more from feelings
Exactly.
and emotions and scenarios and experiences that happen through life, through my life, and a lot of them are from imagination as well. I submitted 5 abstract pieces to World Art Dubai, and I'm happy to announce that all 5 were accepted by the curators, which was amazing to hear. The day that you've called me, I was like over the moon. I was like, yes, okay, great. And I've decided to take 2 pieces. Both of them are 80 by 80 centimeters, abstract on canvas. All of them are created by acrylic, mostly knives and wedges. The first one is Escanor, the sin of pride. You've seen that one as well. And the second one is Skulls in Candy, Volume 4. I've chosen Escanor because what I love about that painting and that piece is within it I've expressed the value of pride as a virtue and not as a flaw. So I always wanted to highlight that people should always have pride in everything they do, in their presence, in their knowledge, in their experiences. It adds confidence in that self-belief, and Escanor was the perfect painting for
True.
it. The second one is Skulls in Candy, Volume 4. I add volumes to every series I create, like Undisclosed Desires, you've seen it, like the scripts, they all have volumes. This one is Volume 4. Within Skulls in Candy, this is made with just two colors, red and black only. And within it, I express the essence of and the intensity and the complexity of human relationships, especially when it comes to love. So, as we all know, love can be sweet or can be sour. That's why I've used that funky name of Skulls in Candy. It leaves it open to the imagination. A lot of people ask me why Skulls in Candy, but I was like, okay, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm seeing. Everybody knows that love can add sweetness to your mornings and nights, but it can give you the biggest heartache of your life.
It can.
Yes. But through it, I wanted to say to everyone that I encourage you to experience it. It's something that you should go through. Don't hide from it. This specific series was created and made for the people that dare to love deeply, with no bounds. So when it was selected, I was really happy to take it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm very glad.
Thank
and
you.
it's so.
Wonderful. I think here where we resonate.
Yes, that's what I was
With the
saying.
emotions that
Yeah.
we map,
Yeah, because
It's,
it was so funny. Like, I was, and just before this, I was telling the others, I said, I just went with names and pairing them up, thinking, oh, what would look nice? You guys have different pieces. We could have different conversations. Not realizing in each podcast, funnily enough, your stories are very similar.
Yes,
And I
In
didn't.
the core, it can be different facets of how it can look
Exactly.
outside, but in the core, I also all about.
And for me, it was such a beautiful, like this whole, these series of podcasts have been such a beautiful discovery that how subconsciously I've ended up pairing people up without realizing. Like I didn't know the name Kirin came from a Japanese background. I knew his because I'd asked him his. And it was so funny that it came from there. And then you have the core of emotions between the two of you. And both your pieces filled with emotions, filled with an intensity, but yet each one looks very different from the other.
Yes,
And
exactly.
that is so cool.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of art.
Yeah, it is. And like what one of my friends said early on as well, like it's all about the storytelling. And that's what we try to project as well. So we always add that story to the art to make sense of it. Last summer we were having like a conversation, and I saw a video before where they said, okay, well, does the artist need to be standing in front of their pieces for the art to speak to you? And I was like, okay, well, I'm in two minds here. In some form of arts, the artist cannot be present and you can still feel the emotion and understand the story. But when it comes to abstract art, I think the artist should be present in some cases not, because it's all about the storytelling and the emotions you want to pass on. But yeah.
I can fully agree. And as I noticed, my customers and my buyers who, if they come, we spend some months while we get to know each other, and then we stay for a very long time, for years. And what I noticed, they buy not the art pieces, they buy art pieces as the souvenirs after the journey of the conversations and expansion of their visions and consciousness that we take. So most likely they buy talks, they buy some coffee times, they buy some something that I can reflect in them, because I used to reflect it in myself, and sometimes it can be easy for me to catch something in them that it's hiding in their unconscious. So they're not buying the object, they're buying object as a reminder how it was, and they're coming back. Same like was with my architecture. There were customers who was building houses each 2 years. Of course, they don't need as much. They was buying and selling it. They like the journey, because anytime you grow, you expand, your consciousness changing, making more complex. All your near links are changing. So this experience, I believe, they buy.
And it's true, because collectors and viewers and all lovers of art, when they buy a piece, they're buying a piece of the artist themselves.
They are.
So they are present with you all the
Otherwise, you
time.
can just download it. I mean, we have it all in
Exactly.
the big resolution in the website. You can download it, but you buy something different.
And
That's the
you know,
beauty of it.
I tell people this, you know, when they say, "Oh, I didn't sell," I said, you need to understand that piece of art is a piece of your soul that needs to connect to someone
waiting for someone
else.
special.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the day that happens is the day that you know your art found its home, and you will happily let it go.
Yes, that's true.
Because you know now it doesn't belong to you anymore. So I was telling someone today, I said, or yesterday I was talking to them, and they were talking about, oh, how long does it take to sell my art and this and this? I said, guys, I'll be very honest with you. I started palette knives about 2014, and I did 2 pieces, and one of them was from one of my photographs. And for 11 years, it stayed in my house. Ever since I started Artezaar, I told you about
Yeah, I
this.
remember. Yeah.
Ever since I started Artezaar, it's been online. And I kept wondering, I said, why isn't it going? But, you know, part of me is like, it's okay. It doesn't matter. I like it. It was where my love for knives and clouds and nature all came out. So, you know, it was very special. And then a gentleman called me and said, is this piece available? And I started laughing. I was like, yeah, it is. He goes, are you sure? I said, yeah, because I'm the artist. Like, he didn't realize he called me, not realizing I am the artist. And he just described everything I felt when I took that photograph and did that sunset.
They
Like,
resonated with them.
literally.
Yeah.
And then I knew it found
This
its
is the
home.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, art is like love.
And
You
it just went.
Never do it for money.
Yeah, it never.
I mean, I have some pieces which I'm not still selling because there's so much cost and I still don't find the customer. And anytime somebody come, I increase the price. So far, I have around $1 million. They keep coming. I keep increasing it because I didn't meet the one.
Yeah, that's the thing,
and this is
yeah.
only 2. So, like, there are another pieces which are more easily letting go. But some of them, as if you really lost
just-
there,
yeah.
like in the love story, as if you left there the big part of your heart and you don't want to come in the wrong.
Yeah, they're
And
personal
very
pieces.
important.
Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're
because it
always on
has a
your wall, they're
journey,
always with
right?
you,
This is
yeah.
where I started.
Yeah.
When I couldn't hold a brush, I could only hold a knife. And for me, that was where I went back to my art. I didn't let go. So it had a personal meaning to me. But it was so amazing how this guy saw nature from my eyes, how he saw his country from my eyes. And that was fabulous. And that was when that piece found itself a home. And I was like, it took 11 years, but he found it.
Yes.
It
It
was-
resonated with them really well, though.
Oh yeah, it was just 2 minutes, and I think honestly, it wasn't about the money or whatever. It just flew
Yes.
happily,
Yeah.
and that's all we need as artists, because I think that's the biggest compliment to us when our piece speaks that to someone.
Yeah. Exactly, I agree. Yeah,
And you never
100%.
know which one will speak.
Exactly.
I remember when we spoke with you and you selected my piece, which I did it like a very short sketch.
I
And
remember.
it doesn't mean for me much. And it often happens, same like with this picture, that it has a big resonance for another people.
Exactly.
And another piece that you think it's your best one, it's the deepest, it's the most organized. It just stays.
Yeah,
with
when
you.
she
So
showed
you
me some of her
never- you
sketches,
never
I
know
said,
which one
I said,
you-
why are you sitting on these? She goes, Lena, these are just things that I
Yes,
dabbled.
yes.
I said, what are you talking about? These are beautiful.
Mm.
And she was like, okay. That was literally how we connected.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's amazing. I know it's both your first time at World Art Dubai.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
How excited are you guys?
quite.
I'm not going to use the word quite. I think I'm very, very excited to be there.
I know
this
you're
year. I
taking
can't
time
wait.
off work.
Yes, I am. I'm taking that Thursday and Friday, and even the day before and the day after the Sunday. I just want to enjoy the entire experience. I want
Fabulous.
to be there from open to close. I don't want to miss anything. I'm excited to meet the viewers, the visitors, talk to them about art, about the experience at the venue, meet other artists. By the way, there is an artist who's participating with
Yes.
Artezaar as well,
Yes.
Kusanagi. Yeah, I can't wait to stand in front of her art. Like, she captures moments of time. natural phenomena like comet passing by and all, and I'm looking forward to that as well. But the thing that I'm most excited about this year at World Art Dubai is to see how my art and I myself fare on a big stage like World Art Dubai.
Nice.
I can't wait to find out.
Kirin?
I'm not sure that I will spend all the time there because I have this thing with the sensitivity to the sounds and energies, and sometimes it's getting too much overwhelmed for me just to be in such an intensive space. But I'm also thinking that I will try at least to spend as much time as I want, as I can, as I will be able to spend there. I would like to see the public, which will come from the different countries, especially artists, and enrich my points of view to this world we share. And also I'm living here in UAE for like 5 years, but I'm not much represented in the scene here because I'm working with whatever countries but UAE, and I want to give it a try to see the collectors, to see the local public, and check if we can like each other or not, if this love story as we told will happen. So
It will.
I'm pretty sure it will
want to-
happen because I saw your art and I just resonated with it straight then and there. So yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think there's a love story happening for you right now. Soon. We'll see. So everyone, we look forward to meeting you at World Art. Artezaar will be at RA10, RA01, RA02, RA03. And please pass by. World Art Dubai is happening at World Trade Center from the 17th to the 20th of April. And tickets are online soon, so please buy them at worldartdubai.com. Please come and say hi to Kirin, to Yun, and to Oksana, who will also be bringing in her beautiful comet piece that she actually painted through the passage of time, because this is one of those moments in, I think she mentioned in 600 or 800 years that it happens, and
8,000.
how much?
More than 8,000.
More than 8,000 years. That's why I said I forgot something. And it's such a beautiful piece, such a beautiful story, just like these guys. And come and see where the world's art comes together. And we hope to see you guys. Guys, who are you inviting?
Oh, everybody I know.
Kirin?
I will just come along.
Come along.
It's an intimate for me.
It's an intimate thing. We're gonna be your family.
If I
we're
will
going to
call
be
all my
together.
family and friends, I will most likely spend time with them, and I want to spend time with myself, my own feelings, my own impressions, and the people who I meet there, which will be the new ones.
Very
So
fun.
they maybe will come. Of course, they will know, they will come by themselves, but I will not invite them, not to share with them this moment. It will be only mine.
Oh,
share
I
with
love
you.
that. I love the fact that she wants it to be hers and hers only.
When
That's
you give
beautiful.
yourself away, you forget. I mean, I don't know, maybe you're not, but I do sometimes. I disconnect with myself, being all outside.
Yeah,
So I want to spend this time,
with you.
these moments, as much grounded in my own self.
Oh,
through
beautiful.
myself, without feeling everybody else. Because of empathy that I have, I often connect with the energies and the feelings of another, especially if they're close. So I don't want that.
All right.
We'll have our moments where we can just wander around and see the art
yeah,
from the
yeah,
entire
yeah, there's
planet. Do you know what I
loads.
mean? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So, guys, we look forward to seeing you, and you have a fabulous evening ahead. Come by and say hi to us. Take care.